Okay, yeah. I need to. Well, they gonna hear us chit chatting anyways. We ain't gonna do no music this time. I was trying to. You update the stream info?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now I need to go get the chat. Oh, it's right here. I'm dumb.
That's freaking.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. It's up. We live.
Well, look at that.
Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. I like to put the chat on this side. But no, they're talking about sending us home a week at a time. And rotating us in and out.
Well, damn, dude. I mean, what should go on? I think.
I mean, I don't honestly care one way or the other. I'm just trying to limit my contact with people as far as at work goes. But it's very hard being in the job that we're in. Stupid thing. Go over here. I always want you to stay over there. You don't need to go away every time I click on something. Stupid. All right. Yo, what's going on, OAE? How you doing?
Oi, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm typing in the. I didn't finish the the blurb underneath. I got the title changed. I didn't type.
Oh, you
things
didn't
in, so.
see? I asked you. I asked.
I didn't even give OAE or Robert credit on the previous ones, especially about like we talking about other things that we're mentioning. I need to really put those in there because I've been slacking. Well, I had a reason to slack last week, but still,
Yeah. Did you? Did you really?
Well, yeah,
Being out of town, is it really a reason to slack?
Well, it is if you don't bring along your laptop because you don't have a camera and a mic handy. Because if I had a laptop, dude, for real, I don't. I mean, I'll tablet, I'll phone, I'll desktop, but I don't laptop so much because everybody else gets laptops. Like, I guess maybe that's the reason.
I mean, if you were the one hosting it, I could have just Skyped you from my. I probably could have logged into my work laptop and.
Well, it's true,
Skype.
But I didn't bring
what
like
in
anything.
the world are you? All right, people, we're gonna go ahead and switch this over because I want you guys to see this. What in the world are you folding over there?
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna jump right into it. Greetings, people. This week I'm back. We're back. We're full crew again.
Yes.
And
Mass Aero Systems, Sill over there.
Still, I'm here. OAE already piled in. I'm sure Robert's probably about to be
the government. I'm gonna move the government out the way. They watching us. I'm gonna move it out the way. Leave that on for a piece.
So we tickled on this idea in past shows and stuff, and maybe even the past show, not last week, but the week before last. And I was just trying to see if anybody actually talking about the hybrid planes. Like having.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, well, somebody's going to have some time for that because I'm thinking of this. This might be the wave of the future, is like being able to, using multiple materials and multiple ideas on the same plane.
So
how like we always have a problem.
Let me ask you: are you talking hybrid as in two people, or are you talking about hybrid as in two pieces of paper?
Hybrid as in two pieces of paper.
Okay, gotcha.
Two people is just
I was curious.
Two people is just like a joint contractor, but like this, what you were asking me, what I'm building here is a Javelin. This is a new build Javelin that's 10 years old because it's from Pryfly. January 12, 2010 is the date on it, but I'm rebuilding it for this because I can't be building any more new planes. But the hybrid I'm talking about is like just taking a piece like this, which I just formed,
okay. So how did you get that point? How did you get to that point?
This is made of Dodge paper.
Well, I know what it is, but how did you get to that point? What did you do?
Well,
did you fold another one and then cut it?
This is a way of doing it. Yes, you can do it that way. But I was envisioning more like it goes with our skeletal structure that we were talking about before. It goes with like creating spars and creating a frame and stuff like that. And you could do it different ways. I mean, it could literally be just putting toothpicks in here and having sticks to reinforce wings and stuff. But I visualized, okay, I want to put it in Javelin. One reason, Javelin can handle it. It's heavy anyway. Two, I was thinking, Javelin needs some stability in the form of something else that, the problems we always have. You try to put a set of strakes on, and you got to make sure they're straight down the body line, or else you're going to have like some bad yaw problems and corkscrew when they fly, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier if you have a second piece. and you give it basically the same center line and just start making your folds like another plane. But if you have a visual idea of like how you want it to sit in a plane, you don't have to make it like you just said, another whole plane and then cut it down. Although you could. In this case, I was like, I just need something that's basically going to fit in there and give it a little bit of fin action in the back and slight reinforcements to the stinger. So in this case, I just
So
put it in such a way where I can slide it
did
right
you
up in.
did you trim any weight out of the?
No, this is still a primary javelin. There is no weight trimmed out of it
Okay,
whatsoever.
so you're just adding weight at that
I'm
point,
just adding weight, yes. So
adding
I'm
structure and weight. Okay, gotcha.
right. I'm foregoing the fact that this may be too heavy for it, but I'm also thinking javelin
I
could put up with it.
but you can just reinforce the front with something else, like a staple in addition to the tape, maybe
Yes,
two
indeed.
staples for that particular plane because that particular plane can handle that type of weight because you're just counteracting what you put in the back.
Right. And I mean,
But it's
it'll serve a dual purpose because
that
it'll hold that piece in.
if it wasn't, I mean, the color is what drew me in first. I was like, what in the world is he doing? Because that's colorful now instead of it being
Right.
just white. And then two, I was like, what is that? At first, I
It's
thought you had a Thunderbolt, but I was like, no, that's too big.
it's too big. You're right. Right. So I was trying to see like if any of you guys have thought about, have done this, or would be interested in doing it. Because I mean, the basic idea, basic, just keeping it simple, is this is a good way to add fins that are straight into the back of any of your planes. You don't have to worry about making a cut and then like, oh crap, is the other cut the same, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You're putting it on board already, so you know it's straight.
Yeah, because that was the problem I was running into with some of mine. But I mean, we didn't really do that with Phantom Lightning.
Not really. No, not exactly like this anyway. Yeah,
No, I mean,
definitely
it
not.
was still. I mean, technically, it was the same sheet of paper. Technically,
Technically.
technically, but we took the other half of it, and then you trimmed the tail out of it and stuck it in the back end. But it did go all the way to the nose.
Indeed, yes.
But
In many ways, that was one of our first hybrids. We just didn't take it any further than that, and we probably should have.
yeah, we just didn't because, I mean, we just didn't.
Sometimes you get
Okay,
sidetracked.
okay. You know what's funny though? I just watched that stinking movie this weekend, or the other night too.
What, the Phantom Lightning?
No, what does that look like?
Uh,
What aircraft does that look like with
uh,
the double fins?
well, Top Gun?
Yes. I was like, as soon as you put that on, because you had them cut just right, I was like, man, that looks just like. I bet Maverick's flying that.
So, yeah, basically, that is actually more what I'm. Wow. That is more of what I'm looking at is
Yeah, that looks like the F-16.
F-14?
Yeah,
F-15?
yeah,
Excuse
you
me?
know what I meant.
I know what you meant.
The F-14. What are we on the F-18, F-22?
That's right. We're on the F-22. Well, actually, we're on the F-35 if you want to be technical, but it should only be the F-25, but we're not getting into that right now.
Yeah, well, you know.
Freaking
What was that?
Soviets. In Soviet Russia, prison breaks you.
Yeah, so we no, I mean I didn't see any
Looks like a priest.
yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
so you're gonna add the staple.
So I'm going to add the staple. That's pretty.
I mean I wonder what that's gonna do. Is it gonna make it glide more?
I'm hoping that, yeah.
I
I'm
don't think
hoping
that
that
will.
actually,
I don't think with them up it will help them glide more. I think maybe with them out it would have.
all I'm trying to do really with it is, in Javelin's case, I'm trying to increase its stability to make it straight, fly straighter.
Dude,
You know,
okay.
because
Don't say that because that thing already flies straight.
it does fly pretty straight. I'm just trying to make sure. Well, like you said,
I'm
kind of
just
like
trying
the
to make sure
gliability.
it's accurate 100% of the time, not 99.999.
Well,
That's how accurate that stinking plane is. You may have point. I might give you 0.5% failure rate on that plane.
oh yeah.
Disagree with me.
Disagree with me.
Disagree with me, please, because I've seen that plane fly exactly how you've designed it, or I should say, exactly where you throw it, when you throw it, how you throw it, whatever you're pointing at, it's going at, and it's just gonna go, and it's gonna get there. The other thing is, you don't really have an issue with the distance. As hard as you can throw it, as hard as it'll go there.
Right.
It's not like if you throw it as hard as you can, that thing's gonna spin out of your hand. Has it done that? Yes, but that's been the actual plane itself. You were having more issues with
It's true.
that particular one, where it's not all of them. And would that even help them? Probably not. Because I think the other issue with those is that the paper was too light. And they couldn't handle the power of the throw. Because that's why the thicker bond paper,
An owl.
even though it's harder to fold, the Dodge paper and the notebook paper and all that stuff, they
Yeah, them.
they
Hey.
actually fly straighter, and they fly like to whatever speed you want to throw them at. So you putting that on there, saying that
Camera.
you want them to fly straighter, that's not the reason.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But like I said, it's looking for that extra percentage that I'm trying to get. That's all it is. It's like
You want to just be perfect.
I want to be perfect.
I need that soundbite. Perfect.
I'm perfect.
I need that soundbite. I gotta go get it. Oh, I'm not gonna get it tonight. I'll probably. I need to get that for next week. I want it to be perfect. Oh man, yes.
Gotcha, baby.
I mean, right. Get over here. I just don't see why you would need it to try to create more stability. If you were trying to create more glide by keeping them straight, I could understand that. If you wanted to try to make it a glider versus, something, besides the interceptor, you wanted to make it, maybe give it a little bit of glide.
Well, yeah.
To help maybe make it recover from the downward, force that it's going to have when it comes back out of its, throw. If you're not throwing it straight.
The thing is, I'm trying to gain it without gaining any. Like, I can't take much more out of the anhedrals. The anhedrals are huge, and they need to be this size for it to even get what it does. I still need to keep a little bit of the Delta diamonds back here. They're just the tips, just enough. But I'm also thinking if these can help, if they at their size can help, I may be able to cut down the size of these and gain more tip back.
But for what?
Distance?
Yeah. Are you trying to get more distance?
Perhaps, yes. I think maybe more wing. I mean, I'm losing, obviously, if I can gain more wing out this way, there would be slight glidability to something that still stays straight and still stays heavy. Which is why it's perfect for that.
It's possible that you could get it that way. If that creates the stability portion that the anhedrals are creating, you might be able to get more glide by, decreasing the size of the anhedrals and creating more wing area. So then if you were throwing it straight, you probably could get more distance because it's going to glide more.
Right.
At
right.
a faster speed than,
faster speed.
But your phases are pretty stinking fast, though.
Well, true, but they also don't start out at the altitude and they just spend the time gliding down. All this thing would be doing was just gaining some time in a straight line glide, like not altitude. Obviously, this isn't going to affect a straight up and down flight, but more like out to the limits of your airspace. I need to gain more in that aspect with Javelin. I mean, altitude, like you said, that's limited to arm strength. So.
Yeah, it's and designed because we know that the Thunderbolt doesn't go as high as the Javelin. We tested that.
That's true. That's true.
And we tested that with your throw and my throw.
With both planes.
Yes, with both planes. And we know that the Javelin still goes higher. It's just it's a design feature. So you might lose altitude creating more wing
I mean,
because
possibly.
because the original Thunderbolt had more wing.
Well, that's that. Okay, yeah, that's true, and you're right. And there is one of the reasons why I had this issue back then with. Hold on 1 second. Let me address this. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you. I did not actually get a chance to see Folding Flight Saber yet. Is that like something borrowed from one of yours or kind of close to yours? Because I did mean to check it out. I keep track of them. We keep track of them, of course, but I hadn't seen it yet. However, the posted fins. Have you added a picture about that? Because I've wanted to see that. Just buying the same same
I'm
kind of
saying
plans we're talking about here.
he's saying he added them. I saw all that. I'm gonna say no. I didn't see anything. I haven't done
Right.
anything besides literally like eat, sleep, and COVID. That's literally all I've done. I mean, it's just nonsense for me right now. I mean, I was almost an hour late from work. Granted, that's not terrible for me, but
Right.
oh, okay,
But
it's on the easing.
so anyway, going back to this, um, this goes back to like a test I actually have like actually has back in the day. I think late '90s or something maybe. I used to differentiate the differences in javelin when I used to have. I mean, obviously, the V5, the V1, the V3, whatever that they always have been in the R's, but they actually used to have another letter in there to indicate whether or not they were true interceptors or just defense planes. And I used to make the difference, like it would be the JV3I or the JV3D. And if it was a true interceptor, it would be like this design, and like we were saying, maximize the anhedral so that it would just get straightest and fastest, like at altitude. But if they were the defensive version, they would cut the anhedral down, and I would do the same thing I've always done, like fold less, give it more wing, and it would introduce more glidability to it, because that does change, like you pointed out, it does change the way a javelin does fly. So
Right.
I could foreseeably just bring that back and say, like, okay, javelin again is split into a defense slash interceptor version where all the ones with the deeper anhedrals are true interceptors, and when I start taking that away, if they get more glidability, that's the defensive variant. Is there much of a difference? No, not really. However, it's when you use the interceptor, that's basically your first front line. Somebody is attacking, you bust that one out. I'm not going to grab the defense. I'm going to grab that one.
Right. Yeah. 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 No, I got you. Because
So
that's the whole point of it. But
right, and I mean, if this works, these could alleviate maybe. I mean, okay, if the glidability is, it's only going to require testing. But if the glidability is affected, whether it's decreased or increased, and then I could start stepping down the anhedrals again, maybe I can get two of the same bird again, and I wouldn't even have to do the split. But that again, that's going to take a little bit of testing. Ironically, I was going to do it with this one, and I realized how difficult it was going to be because this one has all the folds on the outside, and I'm like, well, snaking that in isn't really going to do any good. So I guess we're going to have to put them up on top and get a different bird. Although, as you pointed out, these on top probably won't influence anything much more than being straight line flight, which is what I was hoping for. It would be
right.
interesting to reverse this and put them on the underside and see what it is they can accomplish that way.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I'm actually I'm not working even though it's my work laptop. Shh. Don't tell government. I'm
This is the same government that prevents him from building all those right there.
yeah. I'm gonna flip the lid down. I don't know if you can see this. I'm starting from scratch again on the database.
Oh, you
Cause
really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Cause I had some complications with the last one. I'm gonna try it on here using Access
Complication.
versus the free stuff. I mean, they're pretty much they're pretty much the same. I'm just using it on here because I have the laptop available and I'm just doing it right now. Um, I need to go get my. I need to close that out and go to my email.
So yeah, Wait, so you said the easy and's got the pictures. Where exactly are the? I'm like really checking this out because I'm also like, what the hell is going on here? I'm trying to play with it as myself so I can see where these where. Oh wait, they're there. Okay, got them. Okay.
Where did you send this to me?
I need to update that terribly now. So don't I? Yeah, I'll be working on that soon. My bad. I was wondering if you guys had actually put those. It's not a Puma.
Yeah, that's my buddy.
Really?
That was my buddy. He sent me that. I was like, oh, he's got like one of the best Arnold accents.
God, dude, for reals, man. Damn. So
That was pretty good, right?
No, that wasn't bad. I guess that was not bad.
Yeah, I'll put it closer so you can hear it.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so funny.
We know he was looking for more sound bites, people, so that's what he got.
I might use that. What's that on your plane? It's not a tumor.
Although it may look like it.
It may look like it, but it's not.
You actually put pods on or fins on the pods? That's cool. Okay.
I don't need to go there. I need to go. It's in the drive, right? The Google Drive.
Yeah, should be.
That's where all the. Yeah. See.
Yeah. See.
All right. So let's.
Actually, OAE. If you now that I think about it, it is the one that's the picture that's featuring your page. I was also thinking, it's also I believe one of the pictures I used in one of our weeklies. I don't remember exactly which one, but you can go back and see it. I don't. I'm scanning it now because I believe
the aircraft.
I think, yeah.
Is that the file that has everything on it that we're? No, that's the rundown and the dimensions and the lineage, which we might need as well. But
we might need it.
We can always add that in. That's not what I'm looking for though. I'm looking for. Dag nabbit. I'm looking for the. Is it the CQR and COC?
No, not that.
So,
dude, it should be.
Tech?
Well, it'll depend on. Isn't there one that's actually MDB or just .mdb or .db in there?
No, where are all the ones that are? You don't have them all shared with me. We've gone over this.
Yeah, no, they're in IVPAC Global now, so IVPAC Global's got all the sheets.
But that's not where I'm at.
Where the heck are you?
I'm in mine, trying to get mine. Is it the installation sheet?
No, it should be actually the one that was just like database prep or something.
Well, share that stinking thing with me. Is that all you're gonna say? Is hey? I'm just asking.
Well, yeah.
Don't even say bye. Just say hey. So mean.
There it is. The show from October 30th, the Halloween show that we had. The picture featured on that is the plane he's talking about with the posted fins. And yeah, I wonder if those worked as well as that's just an add-on, obviously, but you probably integrated them into the back end where the rudder is and stuff right back there, I'm assuming. So, and this is a little bit more different, and like I was thinking of hybrid in terms of, as Mark pointed out at the beginning of the show, if you have something that's, I don't know, mostly another plane on the inside, right? It's like adding a whole new bird inside the airframe of the current plane, or taking some of the current plane out to add some of the new one in, just so you could put something like this on there and keep it symmetrical. I see you got to end up doing something like that. Where the hell? Okay.
Delete.
You got to make me look through this crap. Now, I know it's got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, share it.
I don't know if
Data.
it's. I don't know if it's.
Peloton.
He's making me check.
Delete.
We're doing some paperwork again, folks. Bear
Yep.
with us. This will be brief, though. I was just trying to make sure that I have the thing that he has, he doesn't have, and he wants me to
Am I
make sure he
supposed to
has what I
delete the
have.
ads out of the social tab in my email because we're social distancing? That's so stupid.
I'm ready to give you one of your stupids. You stupid.
You are stupid. You are stupid.
Okay, so it's not even in there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where you have it.
What did you want? That master sheet that I created that had all the stuff in it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's just basically all it was something I called database, and I think it was just like an Excel sheet because it had all the sheets from the other sheets in with the sheet in the workbook. Wow. Ah, okay. Okay, well, that's going to require the other drive because I don't have it on the computer at the moment because reasons. So hold on. Again, bear with us. We're doing paperwork. Half of IVPAC is government bureaucracy, red tape, and paperwork. So we're doing the paperwork right now. So wait, how do you want me to do it, though? Do you want that sheet? You want the sheet that has all the sheets? Because basically all I'm doing is giving you the sheets that are right there. Did you like that? Or I thought you said, well, see, the thing is, I thought when I did it already, you had told me, like, it'd probably be better to just take them the way they were.
I don't know.
I don't
Can
know
I
either.
create a new table? Can I create multiple tables?
Hold this. Docs. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown.
Show only my tables. Can I add a new table? Can I create a table?
Okay. So what I'm trying to do, folks, is I'm trying to give him
So I can
a
create
file.
multiple tables.
Oh, this blows donkey balls.
I couldn't do that before in the other one.
Why not?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I knew that I had, but see, that was always Access. I've always played in Access. Oh, don't look at me like that. Don't you?
Okay.
Don't you?
There.
Don't
I
you
didn't
play
share
with
it.
me.
I just sent it to you.
Don't you look at me like that.
It's a yellow smiley head.
Nah. Them eyes. I see them eyes rolling.
I'd imagine it would be easy to put those fins on the Vulcans just because you have the section back there.
But see, now that I'm able to create multiple tables, you just sent me the file and I don't even need it, I don't think. This is great. All right, so here's what we'll do.
So, okay, yeah, that's the one sheet that has all the stuff that you can put in there.
All right, let's close out that. Don't save. Literally, I have my thing said COVID process. Like, this is how you get it. And this is how we're gonna beat it.
This is how we're gonna beat it.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of Teams.
Did anyone
You know what?
understand?
You know what's gonna happen? Isn't Skype going away?
No, why?
Aren't they switching to Teams?
At work?
So it's not a global thing. It's just a work.
I'm pretty damn sure. I'm pretty sure.
An enterprise license thing.
Yes,
Okay.
because we had talked about this at work too, and I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think that was the case. I think it was just that.
It's just the enterprise level.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I wasn't 100% sure if they were going to get rid of Skype or not. On a public level, I guess you could say it that on a home level.
On a home level.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess that
why?
would be.
What, you would think we could have to use Teams on this too?
I mean, it's not terrible. You can
It's not
you
terrible.
can still do the same stuff.
right?
It's just a little bit different look, and then we'd have to fit it into what it
But it
is.
is crap.
Granted, it probably wouldn't even be that bad, honestly, because it'd just be a little bit different look, and I might have to cut it, you know, a different way. But that's okay. I mean, we could always try it, but I don't know. Is Teams a free download?
I think so. If you have this stuff, I believe Teams is accessible to everybody. Accessible.
If you have the enterprise license?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any daggone sense. Why would I want that? Why do I want an enterprise license anyways?
No, I would much prefer a John F. Kennedy license, or perhaps even a Nimitz license.
Stupid. You are stupid. You're so stupid.
Well, you know, I try.
You're killing me, Small.
So I'm also thinking, like, if you had something small to go on there, like I made that design and fit it inside there, and it's all snug and designed and cool. But you obviously play around with how it looks when you put it on there too, because it could be smaller, it could be lighter. You could slim it up instead of forming out the wings. I did it because I knew I had, you know, the capability with Javelin to make it, well, basically as big as I wanted it to, because Javelins just carry an extra weight, big deal. But if you put it on a glider, it could be smaller. If you put it on,
Well, I mean, if you put it on a lot of other planes, it could be
whatever size you need. It doesn't even have to be the thick paper like I put on this one.
it could be
More notebook paper if you want to make it lighter. But it's still got to be useful. I'm just trying to make sure that whatever it does, it stays useful.
Yep, no, I got it.
I mean, in this case, I was thinking like I could still use this piece and create something.
not on this plane. Again, this plane's unless I put it on the.
I could put it on the bottom.
Let's get it and put source data into a new table. Append to the current table.
Are the Vulcan fins? Oh, well, you got to find this out. Like, is it always Post-its? I mean, like, you tried using other materials. Why is it Post-its? Is it that the best one you can use, or the one you like to use, or what's the deal with that?
Oh,
My God.
sorry.
He's trying to figure out.
No, this
database.
is okay. So let's look at this. Okay, we good. We good. We might have something here. That's contained in the header. Cool. We good.
COVID.
Are we gonna? Can we change the name? No, we gotta. Okay, so. I would like a wizard to analyze my table after importing data. No, let's.
So. Let me see if I
Table
can
one
pull
does not
something here.
exist. Okay, so hang on.
I'm trying
Okay,
to.
so let's cancel. Let's close this out.
Let's create the document inside the other document.
So let's.
But keep in
go
mind
ahead
that document
and
that I sent you,
import.
by the way. Again,
I'd like to reiterate that's all the documents already. I just put them together in a different, more compact field. So I mean, if it works for you, superb. But if it doesn't,
Contract
it doesn't
syntax.
really matter, right?
Append the copy to table one. Must be closed. Yes. Okay, so click next. Finish. Table one does not exist because it's wanting to. Okay, so let's just do external data. New data source from file Excel. Let's go this way. Import data. Yeah, okay, so we could do it that way. We'll just do it that way. Whoa, back. First row contains the column headers. Specify information about each field you're reporting. Field name. Data type. We are going to Index, no. Okay, so that's going to be that. Founded, this is going to be, can we do date? Not date with time.
I'm trying
Just
to. I'm trying to.
date. I just want
Trying to
date.
Reinforce this.
and see what I can do to build.
Products and services. We're going to do.
I'm building I'm building. Okay, NASA's going to hate this, but
I am.
what am I doing? I'm trying to actually improve Thunderbolt.
Choose my own primary. So let me ask you this. In the contractor, can we have multiple contractors with the same name?
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
So literally, we could have two NAS Aero systems.
I guess we could. I mean, it's
I'm
going to be
asking
pretty
you, 'cause
unusual to have that.
That's
but
what I'm gonna. I can use that as a primary key, or I can just.
I would like to think that we'd keep the names. Like people would think their company names would be unique, but who's to say that down the road you have so many people that eventually there's going to be one that has the same name? I mean, it could happen, but it's also like, well, the establishing date it will change everything. If there's another, like, KIA, for example, well, maybe somebody's got another KIA and chooses to use it, but I mean, they came out later, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I haven't never really set a rule like that, basically, because, like I said, I mean, you could run
But
into.
you know how the database works, so that's why I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I think it's okay to have different. I mean, the same names, different people.
Okay, so I'm not gonna have a primary key then.
Okay, don't have a primary key. Good idea.
Because if we're not gonna have a primary key, there's no reason to add a primary key in addition to that, because the primary key is just gonna keep counting.
So.
So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
Yeah.
a social where I could say, okay, no, this has to be primary key. Nobody else could have this exact number, so nobody else could have the exact company name. If we were gonna do that, that'd be fine. I'm okay with that, but then that I would set that as the primary key and not use just a number counter,
Okay.
because
Right.
that's what Access tells you. Import into table contractor. Sure, finish. Save import steps. No, I don't want to save import steps because that's going to change as we go. Bam!
Okay. And
So
here
let's
we
pull
go.
up that. So we have legend and all. Look at that.
If you were sharing the screen. Oh, you can't share that screen. If you
No,
were sharing the
but-
screen, we'd know what you was doing.
No, so I'm actually going to get close to doing that. Because I can just email this to myself real quick and pull it up.
Okay, this isn't exactly a Thunderbolt.
But Thunderbolt is the plane that gave me the idea for this, and if I make a Thunderbolt, Mark can be happy.
Then I have to count it.
No, I mean this would be an advanced. Well, I mean your Thunderbolt doesn't have a pointed nose. See, I gave you the pointed nose.
You're right. It doesn't have a pointed nose.
And
I do have some Delta Diamond tips going on, but they're only going to be on the anhedrals, which actually Thunderbolt does too. So
yes,
that is
it
a
does.
Thunderbolt.
Does it? Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm trying to think. I'm like, which one is that? Yeah, it does. They are on the anhedral tips.
So this plane is a little like T-Bolt.
It looks kind of like it, but isn't necessarily there.
I honestly have to say I don't remember how to build it, so I don't know exactly how much like a T-Bolt I am making this.
3 1-inch folds, then your standard plane. To a degree.
Oh. That actually tells me a lot, and so I do know that this is not a T-Bolt. Okay.
So, not the version that I use now, but that's the V1. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has progressed. He has moved on, folks.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah,
And everything was
mass production is.
And everything was on the outside. Whereas now it is reverse folded, and there have been some changes. Because where is like for instance, this is a V1. Yeah, so this is a V1 with the added fin underneath.
All the bonuses that you're getting. Ah, okay,
Yep.
okay, gotcha.
But see, so that's what when I have a Delta Diamond, that's what I come out with.
Okay.
So
different than what I've got here. So
yeah, this is different. And mine is approximately
get me $20
right at 8 inches long, counting the anhedral tips.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so we got that. But that
Boy.
But that sheet had two.
So post-it notes being the best way to go for mass production, I can, that's a good idea. If they give you, of course, exactly what you need out of it. Like, I mean, you're getting, are you getting like, they provide enough structure, they stay put, I mean, because post-it notes are notoriously flimsy. So also, I'm not considering the fact that you may use multiples. I mean, if you use multiples, obviously that probably alleviates any problems you would have with being structurally sound, so on and so forth.
I have an idea.
Well, that's potentially dangerous.
I have an idea.
I thought I smelled smoke.
Okay, so
Fire's burning.
you know how you have the
idea of fire is burning.
tech. You know you have the tech. Actually, I can. You know what? I'm being stupid. Hang on.
Well, yeah.
Hang on. Let's do it this way. Let's go. Whoa, that's not what I was trying to do.
These people with
What I
dainty cuts.
did, but it's not what I meant to do. So let's go.
He's trying to show people. He's trying to show it.
You opened in the past year. No joke. I opened it right now. So you know how we have this. Let's go.
Okay. So
Here.
we go here.
Let's go. Whoa. Really? Is it so far over there that it has to do that?
Well, yes. Yes, it is.
All right. So let's. What is it doing?
I like when OAE mentions, like,
Okay. So let's get
we
rid
have
of
these planes and they're so close to the planes that he has. And like, oh, that one looks like such and such. And like, we folded a few of his planes before, especially here on the show, and it's like they look. I mean, like they may end up looking like it, but I'm pretty damn sure they never started out that way.
So we're gonna transition. So
we're gonna see what he's doing.
So yep. So this right here, you're looking at that?
I can see that sheet.
So this is all the tech that you have put on here. Now what I was wanting to do was take this page and add it as another table, which we want to do.
Okay.
Then I was wanting to take, let's use yours for example. Well, let's zoom in a little bit. All right, so we got this.
I can't fault somebody for doing it like that.
With yours, it has planes at the top. It has the information that you've put into the sheet.
Right.
And everything else. But you have to manually go in here and update this sheet with the new plane and all the information.
Right, yeah.
Well, my idea is to, when you input a new plane, which I'm going to get to, when you input a new plane, it will automatically update in the next column with the name. So, for
Okay.
instance, if you put it in, say, not, we don't have it on this sheet. Let's go to,
I promise people I'm trying to
let's go
accomplish something
to,
here.
let's just use my inventory sheet, for example.
Okay.
So, if this is the primary, come on, where's the zoom button? You don't have no zoom button? Where's the zoom button? Okay, you want to be a stupid?
Trying to make this a little bit less bold. Ooh, there we go. A little bit sleeker there. Got
Whoa.
what we needed out of it. All right. All
Where's
right.
the zoom button? It's normally down here at the bottom. Am I wrong or am I wrong?
Am I right or am I right or am I right?
Add sheet. That's not the stinking zoom. Where's the zoom?
Rookies don't live on indoors.
I'm
It's usually at the
holding.
bottom right,
Well, that's what I'm saying, but
and you can't find it. I don't see it down there either.
this is just the scroll, which is what I thought that was. That's that. Ask
Okay.
about this data. I don't want to ask about it. I know what it is. But the problem is,
Partly
where
got me.
is the...
Look like something you built away.
Where's the daggone... Anyways, okay. So I know it's a little hard for you guys to read, but basically, this would be
He
the
does
main...
that. He does that. See that? Is that being shared?
This screen, yes. This is what
Okay.
they see.
If you could see that screen, that's what he's actually referring to. That is the difference. And once you get it, you can create your own inventory sheet. This is his. And if you can see it, it says Mink's inventory. It's a little bit older because it should say NASA's inventory. But that's all of his planes. He's got
Yep.
Diablo, Vortex, Spider listed there. And that's what they do. The red ones
Yeah.
are retired or destroyed, what have
Gone,
you.
missing,
And the
something.
green ones are active.
Yep.
And so yeah,
So-
we keep track of that.
Yep. So, and it's easy. It's the help number as well. I mean,
Right?
so
Now, if only I had a sheet that would help you oh wait.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
getting to that.
Okay.
Because this database is the reason why I haven't put anything on it. I'll be honest with you. I've been wanting to do it this way and actually do the barcodes for a long time. Yes.
So am I.
Yeah. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there because I think figuring this out now. But what I'm saying is that normally you have to manually enter this. Well, on the database, I can actually pull up.
I mean, granted, mine's a little
Let's
different
just
because
pull
there's
up-
certain planes I can keep track of, but like javelins and
Let's
definitely
just pull
the
up a
phases.
generic
Man, I got so much to go.
database. Create a new database.
So you're welcome. You're welcome. OAE, you're welcome to create that on your own personal sheet. Just because I don't know, like how many of them you want to create. We each have our own inventory sheets, and then you have a tab at the bottom which goes with active and then retired. Of which planes in general or plane families are active and retired, and then in that one you have like if you're active planes, in my case like say phase 4, which numbers
Test
of the phase
2.
4s have been active and retired.
We'll just save it there as test 2.
But I leave that up to you guys.
Um,
So I can give you a template, but then you fill it out on your own.
But so let's just say you want to let's use I'm trying to find a generic database. Let's go to
What the hell is going on in the tail end of this plane?
expenses, invoices, payments, products. Let's just do products.
Well, in a way, you could probably turn it into something like, oh my god. You could probably turn it into something like expenses and so on and so forth. Just different kind of inventory, but yeah.
Right. So this over here, come on. You went on to the other page. Didn't you? Yeah, you did. So let's go over here. Stop playing with me. All right, so you guys can see that. Perfect. All right, so this is just a generic database. Has your ID, which is your primary, or your primary key, which doesn't allow you to have multiples. You could change that to product ID or something like that, and it allows you to put information in. Well, the GUI part of that, and if you guys don't understand that, that's just basically what a website is. You know, you type, when you go to Google and you type in the search bar, you're just typing it into a GUI interface. And it, you know what I'm saying?
I love that term from back in the day when we learned it, because like GUI interface is like one of those words where, okay, the I is interface. Saying GUI interface just sounds.
Well, you know what I'm trying not to say that, but most people don't. I mean, they should know it by now because it's daggone old, and most people understand it. But what I'm saying is that when you type into Google, that's the background of, say, a table of data, of literally a database of information is in there saying, oh, you want bicycles. Okay, well, here's a list of bicycles. Here's a list of websites that have the word bicycle in them. And that's all it's doing, is just filtering out information based on what you type.
Did you mean to type bicycle porn?
You're so stupid. You are stupid, okay? So
Yeah, that too.
So what I'm saying is that when you create a form like Google, and I say, okay, boom, I want my company name, I want blah blah blah, I want the date. So then you go back to this information where go ahead and close out of this. Close out of this. Don't save. Let's go to. I thought I had it up here. Oh, no, that's what we're looking at.
You might have.
I want contractor name. I want the abbreviation of my company. I want the date founded. I want what it is, the products, and I want the examples. So on the main page, you put new contractor. Boom. You hit the button that says new contractor, and a bunch of fillable boxes text boxes pop up, and you put the information. Boom, boom. And when you hit submit, it fills into the next line down here at the bottom. And so on. That's right. All this database is. And then now, once you're saying, oh, I want a list of planes from NAS Aero Systems that are on the active roster, and I want all roles. And then boom, you click on those options, and then boom, it'll pull all that information from this full list of stuff and give you the information. Boom. You have 400 Thunderbolts. You have this, you have that, you have this, you have that. It'll give you this information so you're not having to sit here and track it manually.
Righto, jolly good, eh? What fruit?
Yes, it's still kind of a manual input, but you can literally have one form input information into multiple pages.
Indeed.
Into multiple tables. Or, which is the way I'm going to do it a little bit, it can update one table, and then when you run the actions or the queries and you run updates by hitting the update table or update database button, it's going to pull current information over from the main table. Say, hey, pull all the information that I tell it to into this other table, and then it's gonna do all that information for you behind the scenes. And literally, you're just clicking, and you're not having to go in and copy and paste and type and do all this. You're only going to have to put it in one time, which is the whole premise of why people use databases to track stuff.
Indeed.
And of course, if we actually get the barcoding, it'll make it that much easier.
Yes, and so that's the other thing is that you could literally go in here, and I was trying to find one, but the I say the free version of Access, which is either Libra or Open Office or Open, is that what it's called? Open Office?
Indeed.
The database program that they have, then they don't, their crap is just not as user friendly. The GUI isn't as nice, and it's not as functional with as Microsoft is, because Microsoft obviously has more money, so they're able to spend money on their products and spend time and have nicer features, you could say. So when, and we're getting off, and I know this isn't listed on there, and I was going to put it on there. We were going to talk about this tonight because we were going to talk about this stinking database. But, and I'm trying to remember where I was going. But what I'm saying is you can update all this information and it's going to be much, much quicker. And now, as far as the barcodes go, that's where I was going with the barcodes. You can punch in and say, okay, I need a barcode. Okay, well then drop down. Okay, who's the contractor? Boom. And then, okay, now that I've selected the contractor, boom, it's only going to, the next drop down is, okay, what plane is it for? And it's only going to pull your planes. It's not going to pull everybody's. It's only going to pull yours. So then you select, boom, which plane it's for. Okay, now, hey, what base do I want this at? It's going to give you a list. All right, boom. And then it's going to tell you, okay, that base has this VIN code. You can write it on the plane at that point. Boom. I'm done. Then you can hit print, and it'll print out a little mini barcode, and boop, you slap it on the plane somewhere.
Just like he said.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
And then
And
you
it will
can
tell
go
you all
back,
the
and
pertinent
then you can
information.
go back and boop, scan it if you want, and say, you know, boop, and then it'll pull up that information.
He's really working towards getting that as a soundbite too, folks.
Oh, I already can do that. I can record my own scanner. I got my own scanner. Let me show you.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I am, as a matter of fact, updating my sheet as we talk about, because Banshee Burn 19 took place, and I, in fact, did indeed burn a ton of Banshees.
Where did they go?
All the older school ones are gone, and I have to actually put those down. I've thought about actually diversifying it a little bit and saying which ones are scrapped versus retired, as in pad versus palace in our terminology. Like I've destroyed it / burned it / slated it for target destruction, but also, like I said, the difference between a retired plane versus a destroyed plane, or to be destroyed plane versus something active.
Yep. So here's
Looking
my little
at the
scanner. Oh, wait, you guys can't see that, dagnabbit.
Way to go!
Way to go, Genis. Way to go, Genis. All right, let's transition back over. So here's my nifty little scanner. It just has a micro USB connection, and you can plug it in. And then once you plug it in, you get the little sound. Now I just need to, oh, and I can got my little, okay, hang on, let me see.
It's weird being able to hear the sounds of Windows 10 device connecting, disconnecting.
Right?
Somehow I don't think this is all the Banshees that got.
That didn't scan in. Let's see if it'll scan into. It's not going to put that information in the database? Come on now. It doesn't want to put the. That's interesting.
All right.
Let me.
Take you home tonight.
Oh, because it's dumb and dummy.
Okay, so Banshee I updated.
Okay, so let me do it that way. Let me scoot this over.
But does that mean? Oh wait, does that mean you're actually going to take somebody else's plane and develop it? I mean, not literally, right? Because it is like got to be your design. But I mean, I understand using the ideas. I'm assuming that's what you talked about. But
Oh, come on.
those are Nova. 54,
Does it not
50.
like being plugged in and scanning at the same time?
Well, that would kind of suck. Doesn't that defeat the purpose of being able to do what we're doing?
Well, this is also this is charged. So let me do it this way. Let me see if that.
You're gonna bring another Vulcan back into the fold. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. You're gonna bring another Vulcan back into the fold and have the Vulcan do. Like, really? It's gonna be taking over the Cobra. I just like, God, you love those Vulcans, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, good family, good family. I was surprised. I thought really you might have found something.
Come on.
But hey, either way, I mean, obviously,
Whatever direction it pulls you.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scan it this way. I might need a program to load this into. But see, it scans it wirelessly.
Okay.
And then I could
Like I have to go so far down this list
let's do that. Let me
to
open
catch up to the phases.
let me open
There's
up a
G. I burned G558, so I got to go all the
Let
way
me
down
open-
here.
let me open
565.
this. Whoop. I know that opened on the screen. Let's open this and see if I can drop this information into this text file. I know, right?
We're all hearing this, people.
That's not what I wanted.
Okay, so
File.
like I got my sheet.
oh, okay. No, I
Open.
understand that.
Simplicity is better. Going by what we were talking about a couple weeks back, when you're having a plane that, again, in a combat situation, you want to be able
See?
to build quick and you don't care about losing. Versus a plane that like is technology laden and takes forever to build. I can understand that.
Okay, so I am going to share this with you because this isn't too confidential. So we're going to do that. We're going to transition over there. I'm going to go back into there. I know it's a little hard to read.
This is not proprietary IVPAC information.
No, but no. So
Well, it's a little hard to read with that window in the area.
I'm trying to figure out what to. So, I don't know what the date is. Well, I don't know what that is. Did I reset it? I don't know. Don't care. Maybe that was the date that the label was created.
It could be,
But
but
this is not the.
either way it was, it's like an old date because it's either October
It can't
6th
be
of
because this is a
2001.
newer laptop. This is a newer laptop, so it can't be the date that the label was created.
Okay, so maybe somehow you actually got it to.
I
Is that the
reset
date on the plane that you scanned, or the label you created rather?
So this information right here is the information, or I should say, this information right here is the information from the actual label. You can't see that.
Yeah, because that window's in the way.
Yeah, so that highlighted area right there is the actual information from the label that's right below the barcode. Because we have the information on the label that says, hey, this is the identification number and the serial number of this product. Because we need to visually see it as well as when we scan it and update inventory, we just go around beep 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 and scan.
Right.
But when I'm physically working on a piece of equipment, I'm looking for this particular one. Well, instead of scanning it and uploading it, nope, that's not the right one. I can physically look at the label and say, this is the right one. That's why we do it this way.
Alrighty then.
So that information could be printed on the label itself too. So it could, in theory, take place of actually physically coding the planes. And just put the label on there with the information. That's where I was going with all this. But I got to figure out how to...
I mean, I knew that's what he was getting at, folks. I knew because we had discussed this before.
Yeah.
So I knew what he was looking for, what he's trying to get out of this.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is we're making progress. I just need to figure out if I reset this thing back to factory settings or something. Is that what that button was for? I have no idea. No
so you didn't like the Centurion because of the complexity of the aircraft. But it was nice to fly because, well, it was a nice flyer, put simply. How low were these wings? I mean, you must have a standard for your pylons as to how low they must go to, like, you know, before they're on the ground. And if I'm used to your planes, I'm guessing you're talking about like a 1-inch fuselage. So the pylon that it's on has got to be
about 4 inches.
About like a quarter of an inch because the pod itself is like 2/3 of an inch or something like that. So I mean, either way, yeah, you got an inch to play with. In other words, you're dealing with a plane that is kind of like ours, like this one. So you've only got like a half-inch fuselage height, and no pod's ever going to ride on there.
This is a Class 1 laser product. Apparently.
You mean it actually has class?
Well, it says it's Class 1 laser product.
Alrighty then.
But that's so crazy that it only, like, there's no batteries or anything in this?
No, it should get its power from when you actually plug it in.
But it charges from being in because you scan wirelessly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it charges.
0.7 inches to... so it's not... Okay. Well, that's what you were saying, because it was low, right? So you couldn't do what you wanted to do with it. So anyway...
because I wanted to scan it directly into the spreadsheet.
Right.
But it will not scan being plugged in.
Oh, well, that kind of blows.
But the other scanners, the big scanners... actually, let me see if I can... I'm going to try to Google one of those that we have. They're older.
Well, I was just... he kind of cut off there. I was just going to show you that sheet that he was showing, though. But anyway, like, his inventory sheet, I don't expect any one of us to put, like, on IVPAC's page, you do not have to put your sheet in the drive. But I do expect you to share it with everybody, just so we can see it. I mean, you don't have to, like, mine's not in there either, but it is shared with the group. I keep track of my own because I leave it to your own to keep track of your inventory however you want to. I mean, you don't even have to keep track of it at all if you don't want.
So this right here, this is some of the other ones we have.
And for those of us that have like over 1,000 planes, I'd rather not, but still.
And this is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, we use those at work.
That's what I'm saying. They're just plugged in. That's how they get their... So it goes directly into the database.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, those things so basic.
I mean, we have some that are wireless, like mine, and then we have some that are wireless, like...
Well, alternatively,
and in order a way to keep up with technology,
could you, instead of create a barcode, create an RF code? Because the RF scanner could be input by our own phones.
True. This is what I have. I don't have the base for it, though.
Oh.
Because this plugs directly into this. There's no need for the base. I mean, there's literally no need for the...
That's too bad. I wanted to see how those tip tank pods are going to be.
And
looking forward to that.
The other one...
I still got my pods handy myself. I haven't put them on anything yet because I can't bloody figure out how the hell to do it. Or, excuse me, I can't bloody figure out which one I want to put them on. But I do have them at the ready.
It's not that one.
I know.
This
Using
one.
the term pod loosely, these are just cylinders, but...
This it's similar to this. So we have some that are like this, where they're
Rechargeable in the base.
yes, rechargeable in the base. They're wireless, and it scans. So as long as the base is plugged in, it'll scan to the database.
Okay, but why was the one you were doing not working for that?
Because this one doesn't. It's not like these scanners.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
So-
I got you. Yeah. So it's not okay.
So it's not when it's plugged in, it's not
Well,
scannable.
what the hell did you get that one for then?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
And now we pay the penalty. All right, fine.
But that's a good thing. You know what? I like this though. I still like this. Because even this one, for me, like I can literally just go beep, 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 beep. Before I go out, I can scan the ones that I'm taking out. And then while I'm out there, if one is really good, I can scan it 3 times in a row, and I'll know that that plane was really good while I was out there.
Okay.
I could literally scan them each time I flew them. So I'd know I could track each flight, how many times I flew it.
Well, yeah, of course. That makes.
I could do it that way too. Scan the initial one, save the file, and then so I could literally just pick my lineup, scan each one, drop the file on the desktop, start with a fresh file, go out there, and then boop, 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 scan the ones. And then I could also track and say, oh, did I lose one out there? And which one was it that I lost?
And again, if we tied into an RF code, it would just be scannable by the phones. So I mean, there's that to consider as well, because a lot of us are more adequately equipped without having to go out of range for use with the scanner. I mean, it isn't to say obviously
true.
the scanners are.
I'd like to do the QR codes. I just don't know. I just don't know how to get it. QR, RF, whatever. I just don't know how we're going to get it to that point without making it super heavy. Because if it's RF, it has to have a signal, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
That's what you want. So it's going to be electronic,
Mm-hmm.
which means it's going to be heavier than a label.
Well, no, they usually should just be labelable. I mean, seriously, they usually just apply. So it's not like it's bore in, and there's something underneath it. There's no metallic, like anti-theft feature into it. So you won't have to worry about that.
So you're gonna have to have 2 of them on the completely opposite, the symmetrical side of the plane.
Possibly, to make sure you're not really, unless you can. Oh yeah, you can't really do that, but you can make them really small. So
you could put them on the anhedrals, but other than that, I mean, you're talking.
You can put them right on the nose somewhere.
But how are you gonna wrap it?
You don't have to. Like I said, they're really small. Some RF codes are really freaking small. I mean, within like fingerprint size. And I'm not even talking about a fat finger. I'm talking about like a little baby finger. Have you seen some of them? You've seen some of them. Like, I mean, obviously there's codes
what are they,
on
RF labels?
RF codes? Yeah, RF labels, RF codes. Yeah, check them out.
RF
like,
labels?
they can get to be pretty small. God, those things still look like barcodes. Oh, is it QF? It's QF codes. My bad. We're looking at RF. It's QF codes. QR codes, something like that.
Yeah, you're looking at the QR.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're talking about these.
Yeah, those. There you go.
And that's what you're looking for. You're
And
talking
those
about a
could be
small
small.
version of this.
Yes. Why did I call it RF labels? They're QR labels. Yes, I knew this. Damn it! You guys should have backed me up on this.
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, these things can be small.
So yes, this is paper. Yes. So
we'd be applying the sticker just like applying the barcodes, unless you were thinking about putting the barcodes directly on the paper that we're folding. in which case we would only be able to use those birds. Like, okay, we're only going to make them out of this paper from now on. But I mean,
No. So basically, what I was thinking of is something like this one, where you have this like for ours, it's underneath, like the barcode label is underneath, and then, or I should say, the barcode label is on top, and then it has the information underneath, just like this almost.
okay.
So it's got the barcode, and then it's got the information underneath.
Which, of course, if there are barcodes, wouldn't look like that. They'd probably have words and stuff under there.
Right. That's
OAE
what I'm
is that
saying.
is OAE is that coding like? Is that something the way you have it? We could probably work it out to these scanners as well. I mean, any way we do it, it's custom to us, so it will look the way we want it to look.
Right, and we can try to figure it out. But my question is, what do you use to print these?
Usually thermal printers will work, just like
No,
I
no,
mean,
no. I'm talking about. Well, I should say not print, create.
create those.
Yes.
There's software for it. There's apps for it out there. I can't remember where the hell. I know there's something for the regular a desktop. I looked at it a long time ago. You'd have to check it out again, but there is ways. Just QR code creator.
Code creator. People also search Denso Wave.
Yeah, you
QR
do
code
that. Oh, you do
generator.
that coding with every one of them. That's why
So
again, you wanted to have
look
an
at this
impact
one.
universal coding system.
I haven't done that with mine in a way. I mean, again,
You made me do it, so now I know which planes they are. But of course, I don't know which planes they are. So
Scan me.
I still haven't done enough testing to be able to figure out so we can finish our sheet that we started it on. But weather is increasing, so it should come shortly.
Opens the URL after scanning.
Point of fact, on my vacation trip that I just got done taking last week, I
Displays
did get a
as
chance
a
to fly,
PDF.
but I only flew. I flew a few
Displays as plain
Diamonds,
text.
a couple Goblins, some Nova, and some Banshees. So I always try not to overdo it.
But this is ridiculous, and oh my goodness, I don't know if
In our case, and what we're discussing here also is, again, our case is this type of scanning code is the ability to put all the information. Like, again, not just what your type designation number, variant number, and example number is. It's also going to be the squadron, the wing, the base it's based at. Everything pertinent to it will be on there. And again, like he was saying, this way, if you do, I mean, it seems a little intensive, but if you scan it before you take it out, you cannot lose it in a way of, oh man, I threw it and I lost it. Which one did I lose? You'll know because you scanned it on the way out for the sortie.
right. And you could literally scan it before you get out of your vehicle or whatever the case may be. Before you start flying, say, okay, these are the ones that I brought out. Beep 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 beep. Scan everything, save it somewhere so you know, and then go on about your business. Fly. But my whole goal behind that is to scan each time you fly it, so you can get an accurate count of how many flights it actually has, because then we can start telling the true age of these planes.
This is true.
Because yours is 10 years old, but it's got 0 flights.
right. Well, again, that's why I put on the code that, like, I mean, I have.
It's number 152 built in January. Well, the body was Pryfly built January 2010, but I do put a formed today right here, so I do know that it's actually flight ready as of today. So while the
Correct.
body is that old,
But-
it is flight ready as of
but
today.
here's
So it
what
doesn't
you're
have
do-
that much hours on the frame.
Yeah, here's what you're doing is now you're creating more writing and more stuff to have to put on the plane, where aesthetically it's not,
Yeah, true that. I mean, especially if I, if I had camouflage on it or something like that. If it was camoed, yeah, I wouldn't be able to find a spot to write on it.
right. And you want to be able to have these QR codes accessible, like that might be the only thing that's not camouflaged.
Right.
But it blends in enough to where you can it sticks out just enough to where you can scan it, but it still, it still blends in.
Indeed. Okay. Right.
So
You know the drill.
yeah. So that's that's where we're at with that.
Speaking of fin coating, I did it on this new bird here because this is a brand new bird.
Yeah.
Experimental.
You and those scissors.
Dude, scissors, the wave of the future, man. Get on board. You're talking
Yeah.
about the notch up here, right?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I had to do it because there's so much weight up here. Matter of fact, this plane, if you can kind of see it,
Oh yeah.
this is the weak point because there's a ton of weight right here in this notch, and these wouldn't be folded over, which is why I just went ahead and cut them. Turned out looking pretty cool. I don't know if it'll fly good.
You're gonna get a ton of stress right there, and it's gonna jack it up anyways.
Yeah.
So. Woo.
So yeah, that's where we're at on that. And
So let me. Now
and
here
yeah,
I go
oh,
again,
I
trying to
highly
pull the
recommend
mouse
you-
down
yeah.
to the stinking screen when I can't do that. I gotta
just
use my
said,
hands.
I please do make a inventory sheet. Again, if that inventory sheet you had up there, Mark, that's the current one, right? So that one looks like all the others.
Which one you talking about?
That one, yeah, your inventory sheet.
My
you just had up
inventory
there?
sheet, yes, because that's got Ecron on it.
Okay, so does it have the tabs to show the retired on there?
I do not. This
Okay.
was only active and reserve planes.
Okay, let me do this real quick. So
Well, I can't say that because I do have Black Knight, Black Squire on here, but technically, I think those were still active,
oh, good Lord,
weren't they?
I think so. Yes, yeah, they were. They are technically still active. Do me a favor. Open that one up and share that with everybody so he can see because it's still incomplete because I've got a lot of phases to go through and quite a few javelins to go through.
All right, so let's
However,
go
this
back and find where it downloaded.
this one shows you how my current one is. That's a lot of coding you have. I wanted to say that, like parts for production and dates of completion. Man. Types, not examples. Oh, I believe you. I'm just saying we're prepared for that. We went more in depth.
Dang.
We've done
Okay.
we've done like examples and types, and like that's why I wanted to show my sheet because he doesn't have the tabs yet, and yet mine does have.
There we go.
Okay, so my sheet here, if you see down at the bottom, I've got active, retired, and then I've even got one for testing.
Yep.
The
So
T&E birds. So
T&E here is this. So you got Valkyrie, Astrea, 2K2F. What the heck is that?
the dual keel, dual fuselage birds.
Oh, that thing.
hmm
The W body, the O body, which we've talked about those. Spider-like. That's so funny.
The spider-like plane, yeah.
Hagataka.
Hagataka, which he'll be able to include in his, and I'll probably take off of mine, but they are
Yeah.
considered in T&E right now. And then
And
these are the
here's-
retired, and you see
Yeah.
like those are the types across the board there.
Yep.
While I also have the numbers. So yeah, this is a little intensive.
Yep. Because you have. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, there's a,
Oh, yeah. Let's go down there.
that's totally incomplete, by the way. But yeah, well, actually, that's not entirely incomplete because phase 2s are probably all accounted for. It's the 3s that are probably not.
Yep.
The
threes.
license-built aircraft are not in there yet. No, because I haven't exactly. Well, I would have to get with you guys to be able to tell which ones you indeed have. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got some of them recorded. I mean, I know which ones are in there, but I haven't really. They're still active technically, so I don't have to do that.
And we still going. This says 655 on here.
Yeah, I didn't add the last 30 or so.
The last 30.
But see, yeah, mine.
I feel you on that because I still got quite a few Thunderbolts to add.
Right. I mean, like pretty much that whole Wyvern would be green. Most of the Nimbus would be green. Anything that's red, that's not red in the Banshee column, would be green. But I just have to reconfirm. So that's only going through that to
Empty
find out
spaces
for sure.
in Supernova.
I just don't know the numbers.
And again, neither one of us also have
And the original Nova.
any joint builds either. We don't have joint builds. I've tried to wonder about like not only the license builds like you were talking about, but
Oh,
the joint
this
builds where they would go.
this this hurts.
This hurts.
1 through 13 of Venom.
Gone, yeah, gone.
Just
yeah.
gone. Just mark them red. Just
That
gone.
was too easy, and you're right. It kind of did hurt.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know. I mean, I've lost. Oh man, I'm not looking forward. I am moving. I will say that I am moving in the next couple months, and it looks like it's going to be a local move because all the other jobs are either they're non-existent right now, or the last one that he was talking about has not posted yet, and I don't have time to wait. So
Oh,
so I'm gonna stay down here. It's gonna be a local move, so I'm probably gonna turn this one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one, but the other one is gonna be the primary.
okay. You're gonna pull an OAE on this one.
I don't know because they're gonna be far enough away.
Oh,
I mean, I'm going out a ways.
I still have the Warhawk.
It's
I don't know
not.
if my I
I
don't know
will
if
say
Mark
it's
has
not.
his, but I still have the Warhawk.
I got something. I don't know what I do with those. I got everything. Haven't lost it because I haven't moved them. They're
Well,
all
it's
here.
been a while since we built that Warhawk. That was a while ago.
But that was within the last 3 years.
The
So
Warhawk? Are
yeah,
you sure? I thought the Warhawk was older than that.
no, I was in
We
here.
built the Cobra, but I don't know about the Warhawk. When did we make the Warhawk OAE? Yeah, see, yeah, 2012 or 2013.
Oh yeah, I don't have that. I might.
You
I am
don't
not
have-
gonna lie. I might. I can't say that. I might because wait, you said 2012, 2013.
Yeah, this was a long time ago.
When did we make that as a joint thing?
Dude, that was a while ago.
No, I don't have that. I will say that I don't have anything older than 2000 and like maybe 14.
I can vouch for that. He really doesn't.
Right?
He really doesn't.
And it might even be 2015. But
But like I said, I
but I
still
might
do
have a
that
couple from 2014. I might have a few that might have made it from 2011, 2012, 2013, but that's maybe. That's a maybe because I know
big
where I
one.
was at. So that's how I can tell based on what I've lost and when I lost it. Because I know
Okay.
when I moved.
Okay. Well, then you
Because
keep track. It's good
because
for
we
you.
moved we moved up to Wisconsin in 2012. We left in 2012 and went to Minnesota and left Minnesota in 2013 and went back to North Carolina in 2013.
See, so chances of having
So
it are
chances
slim
are
to nothing.
of that being around are slim because from 2013, that's when one of the downsizing happened. And, well, I should say 2014 is when the downsizing happened. So from that point till early 2015 is a no-go. So I probably don't have because I know where I was at, what I was doing, what I was living, where I was living, and what the conditions were.
But you,
It's crazy.
but you most likely do have the Cobra, and you most likely do have
I have everything.
whichever Vulcan we built.
Yeah. I mean, they're over there, but yes, I do have that stuff, and I should, and in theory, with the way this is gonna go, I shouldn't lose anything between this move and setting up at the new place. I shouldn't. because I'm the one packing and moving that stuff.
And we might actually have some fin codes out of him finally.
Yeah, well, you know.
You said that was going to happen.
It is going to happen. We've got to find a place that allows. That's the thing. Like, it's very difficult, and I don't know if we've gone over this before, but and I'm gonna go. See, we're gonna go off on my small little tangent, but this is kind of relevant. As far as cost of living goes down here where I'm at, it is so stupid and it's so ridiculous that, like, finding a place of what I need and what I can afford are pretty drastic. So you're talking what I really need is like four bedrooms, which is what we're going to try to get. 4 bedrooms, a garage, and a yard. That would be great. Instead of living in a condo or a townhome. You know, 4 bedrooms, garage, yard.
I can't imagine what that must cost down there because it already costs a lot up here. If you were in like Georgia, I would say like, oh, well, that's cheap and easy.
Yeah, depending on what part of Georgia, yes.
Even not around Atlanta. And not around Savannah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, even some parts around Atlanta are okay. Like, they're still semi-cheap, but they're going up. But here, I'm paying $2,000 for the 3-bedroom condo.
Right.
So you're talking adding another bedroom and a yard with a garage. Mind you, most garages are 2-car garages down here, minimum. So they try to charge more for that. And they do charge more for that. So the amount of increase that's going to try to take place, I'm trying to limit that. Granted, I'm not going to be able to pay the same price that I'm paying now for a house in rent. But I'm trying to keep it close. Because even though I'm getting a pay raise and everything else, and it's a substantial one, I don't want to spend it all on just rent, because that's ridiculous.
Well, duh. Just pay for your house.
But
man,
I will say,
living, dude.
I will say that in the same exact area, so where I'm living right now, the 4-bedroom house costs almost $5,000 a month.
Yay, Florida! Yeah, and
It's
that's where you
anywhere
want to be.
And it's a very large range because it also depends on the size of the house, how many square footage. But it varies anywhere between $3,500 and $5,500 for a 4-bedroom. Sometimes you'll get a 5th bedroom. Maybe you'll get an extra bathroom. The yard may vary in size. You may have a pool. You may not. I don't really care about some of those things. Like, it doesn't have to have 3 bathrooms. It doesn't have to have a pool. I'd rather it not because if I can get it without, I'm paying less. So.
Ooh, that's sharp.
But I'm trying not to spend even $3,500. Not that I'm saying I can't. I don't want to. It's really going to be pushing it doing that. And that's that's a lot of money. I'm trying to stay under 2,500, and that's
just a quick
tough.
question on that. Like, why did you think it was a square paper that was the wrong thing? I almost think that would be easier, a unique thing. You know.
What the heck? Oh, that's why I can't see it. I'm not looking at the.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to put that.
No. Yeah, they can't see that. I just can't see the chat. There we go.
Right.
I miss it. Oh my goodness. She still ain't said bye. She still ain't said bye.
I don't think she was saying bye. She might still be on there.
She might not. She might be. She might not. Who knows? But that's what I'm saying. Is that the cost of living down here is so stupid. That's the other main reason why I was trying to move up there and get a job up there, because with a promotion up there and the cost of living being so much cheaper, that what I'm paying now, I can get 4 to 5 bedrooms with a yard and a 2 to 3 car garage. And sometimes I'm not even spending that. I'm spending like maybe $1,800. So I'm saving money, and I'm getting a promotion, and I'm getting a bigger place. So that's the reason why we were trying to move. Plus, it gets us closer to the theme parks,
Okay.
which is what
If that's an important thing.
Well, that's what they want. That's
It just seems like COVID central to me, but okay.
it is. It is. But I will say that they are, and they have been. They've taken drastic measures to disinfect everything.
Yeah, that would be closing the
because everything's
place.
been closed. Everybody knows. Just like up
Right.
there, the Dells and probably everything else is probably closed.
Well, everything's closed. It's not even just a matter of theme parks. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking stores are closed. So
What stores are closed up there?
clothing stores and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Ours are closed too. But we have like super malls, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, you guys have a couple big malls there. But yeah, like places like Louisiana, everything's still open because they only got like a grocery store and that's it. No, I will say their restaurants are probably closed, but that's what sucks, and it's and part of me feels bad for them, but part of me doesn't because you guys choose to stay there, but the people that work and they get by, I will say they may make it. I can't say that they might make a decent living because I don't think that they would. But because nobody really, as a waitress or anything like that, really makes a killer lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're unless they're working like super hard and they're hustling like crazy and doing something on the side. Who knows? Most of them just get by. They have a little extra money, and you were stupid.
I had to do that. Sorry.
They just get by, and they may have some spending money. They may not, but they most of them either are happy or they're not. I mean, it's one way or the other. They either really like it and they like the fact that they don't have to worry about much because they don't have much. And others are struggling so much that they hate everybody. So
That'd be me.
I just can't imagine somebody in that type of lifestyle being in a town that already doesn't have a lot of money and them closing the restaurants. Like, you can't do anything. Like, now nobody else is hiring. So now everybody, and even the state of Florida has seen drastic numbers of increase in unemployment. Everybody has, but I mean, we went from hundreds of people to maybe a couple thousand of people to like I think they said like 30,000. Like
that's a substantial amount.
That's what I'm saying. It's so crazy, and I mean. Places like Miami and where I'm at and Orlando and Tampa, the big cities, Jacksonville, those places that have hundreds of thousands of people, like a majority of them are not wealthy. So them getting laid off or not being able to work kills them. I'm still working. They're not going to not make me work. Even though they're talking about sending most of us home, I'm still working. So nothing really changes for me, and I'm glad, I'm happy, nothing changes for me. But I think it's crazy that somebody is living in these small towns and now like everything closed. Like towns are gonna go disappear, man. Like, how long are they going to keep this up? It's true. That's my tangent / rant. Because we're going to get on that.
We apparently are. Going to get on it.
But
that covers the topics.
Well, true, but that's why I'm saying, like, I can't afford to go up that much in rent. Just because you want to charge that much in rent. Because they're looking at the average income down here. and the average income is way more than I make. Way more than I make. But that's because you have billionaires down here. You have multi-millionaires and billionaires down here that are just filthy loaded, and they offset everything else that what everybody else makes.
This is why you got to watch where you move to.
Yeah, but I don't have to worry about snow.
You could go to a lot of places, not have to worry about snow. I give
that's
you
a
Georgia.
lie.
I give you Georgia.
No.
I give you Louisiana.
No, they got snow this year too.
Yeah, but they didn't get snow like we did.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
pretty sure they probably got snow like 2 days, and it was gone the next day.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying they got snow.
What do you freaking do? You could get snow.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Hey, it ain't happening. You know why? I'll go to Cuba. It ain't happening. Don't make me go further south. Answer. I promise you, I am not going to get snow. How hot was it there today?
Today?
Yes.
54.
What was your low?
We probably haven't reached it yet, but I'm sure it was in the 30s.
Yeah. See, you're still having winter.
Yeah, but it's comfortable weather.
Comfortable weather? Okay.
That's comfortable weather. Okay. I'm wearing shorts, dude.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I have to. I ain't got a choice.
So do I. If I want to stay temperature.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
It's 77 degrees right now.
Right now.
Yeah, you stupid.
You're stupid.
Oh my God.
Right now.
Yeah, I couldn't even have that.
We almost set a record of how hot it was today.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
We almost set a record. I think we were like 1 degree off. Or it either hit it or we were right there, right below it. Because I walked outside and I was like, man, it's hot today. Because I'm inside with the AC blasting all day.
That's not natural for March.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
No, it's not.
It's not, but it's pretty daggone close. We're always up in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's not natural for March. That's not natural for like the third day of spring.
It's spring? I thought we were in summer.
No, because your summer's 90, remember?
Yeah. I thought we were at the beginning of summer. See, that's the difference between you. You have 4 seasons. That's right. We have 1.
That's right. Don't you freaking forget.
We have really hot summer, and then we have cooler summer.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And then I should say we might have 2. We have 1 day of fall.
I don't know about all that.
Which is the day that it gets down to maybe it gets down to 50 or 40. If it gets down that low. That it did surprise me that it did get down in the it did hit in the 40s down here. For maybe a day or 2. And then it went right back up. I was like, you're killing me. Cuz I did like it when it cooled off a little bit like that. When it was in the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah, that's the temperature it should be.
Yeah, but it's not right there. And it's not going to be like that for another 10 months. Maybe I might be lucky and say 9. But I know it's not going to be at least until 2021.
See, people, that's just ridiculous.
I mean, unless some crazy fluke, trough thing comes down from Canada, or maybe freaking the North Pole or something, and dips all the way down. We might get down to 60. But from here on out, it's nothing but, yeah. Hey Siri, what's the temperature for the week?
The high temperature for this week will be 86 degrees, and the low will be 68.
68? Oh, man.
That's just ridiculous.
Oh, look at that.
I would be dying. I'd be dying.
That's Friday.
Wouldn't even bother, man. Dude, damn.
Next Thursday is supposed to be down to 64. But the high is going to be 84. It's in the 80s all week.
So you're going to fly, right?
I'm trying to it's more of the time and the restrictions because everything's closed still.
Well, you don't need to go inside to fly.
Yes. But they closed the parks and everything.
You can't close outdoors.
Yeah, they did. You can't drive in
It's
them.
called outdoors.
You can't drive into them to go fly. The place that I fly down the street.
Outside. Just go outside. Just say
I
I'm flying
can't.
I'm flying out the trash.
You are stupid. I can't go to the field down the street because they have it blocked off. They literally have the gates up. They're not letting anybody in, so I can't fly down there, and I can't fly where I'm at because I have nowhere to go. Like I can't. I mean, I could fly not Vortex, Firecat. No, I can't fly Ninja because Ninja starts to get too long. And it's hard to test some of these new ones because if I start to mess with them and they start getting out of range and too long of range,
Not only that, but where's he going?
I'm gonna lose them.
You might lose. Yeah, you might lose him, but I mean, that's kind of going with the territory.
I ain't trying to lose the brand new ones.
I got some flights in. I got to fly 3 days last week thanks to the vacation.
And where the videos?
Yeah, I might ask you the same thing, Mr. Video. Like, dude, for real.
Hey.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, but you want me to do it? Okay.
Well, yeah.
Like, I'm not in the same boat you are. Which actually, the difference is I don't care though. See, I will go to the park whether they because I don't give a fuck. Because if nobody else is in the park, well, I'm practicing social distancing, ain't I? Plus the fact that I can literally go to work and then after work lets out just fly in the parking lot. Ain't nobody around. I'm the last person there.
Yeah,
and
I can't do that.
Nobody's around, but it's a big ass open parking lot.
Yeah, I don't have that either. I don't have that option either.
Well, I'm sorry.
Because I work at a hospital.
I know. It's
So it's open 24 hours. And the cops are patrolling. They see me rolling.
I do have pictures. I don't have video because I didn't think I needed to take video. But
Come
I do
on
have
now. Why would you not need to take video?
because you don't have to video every flight, especially if there's nothing really crucial going on. Pictures really is what you should be taking more often than video.
But you're at... I mean, granted, you go there a lot anyway, so...
Right.
I won't say a lot, but you go at least once a year.
Yeah. So I mean, Yeah.
Is
exactly.
it once a year? Yeah, it's about once a year.
Just about that. Yeah.
Maybe twice, because sometimes you go for the holidays, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Exactly. And like, dude, here's one for all you people. Just my little tangent that I'm going to go on, and I don't usually do it, but I'm going to do it this time. It's like, how you want to figure? I went there. It took 13 and a half hours. I know because I used the timer.
Oh my goodness.
I came back, and I also took 13 and a half hours, which I also used the timer. And yet I added 150 miles onto the trip coming back. How in the hell did it take the exact same amount of time, adding 150 miles, going the exact same speed? I mean, granted, I'm not going to say I averaged the same speed. I might have been able to go a little bit faster on the way back. I kept it at 83 to 86 almost the entire time when I could, besides stops and the slowdowns that come with certain stops. I mean, on the way back, I even went out of my way, got off the interstate, and did a loop around a town when the maximum speed was 45. I was in that town for a good half hour. How did that not get tabulated? I mean, dude, come on.
But are you counting you were counting a timer?
Yes, an actual timer. Because the car has a timer in it. The car has a timer in it. So whenever the car is rolling, the timer is going.
But did it account for the time change?
Well, yes, of course.
So then it really took 14 hours.
Well, it would have taken 14 hours both ways because I fell out and went back in. Because a timer is a timer. It doesn't see time changes.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, it's literally how much time you took, time elapsed, which doesn't, it doesn't matter that you lost an hour or gained an hour. It's just how many hours did you take? Straight up.
So it's only counting when your vehicle's in motion.
Right. I failed
Interesting.
To see, I failed to see how the hell that
Then
happened.
then you must have been able to average a faster speed
I must, yeah. That's the only
leaving,
thing, I guess so.
and
But it
then
had to be one hell of an average because, again, I mean, 150 miles. Maybe it wasn't 150. Maybe it was like 115. Maybe it was 130. But still, that's like,
but see that's the thing. You might not have been able to average 80 on the way down.
I don't know. I was pretty successful at keeping it right around 85, 86. In some cases, I went back in time.
Yeah.
I hit 88.
You stupid.
I tried not to broach 90. I don't think I did. No, I never broached 90, believe it or not. I never went above 90.
Why would you not?
Well, I didn't feel the need to do that. Plus the fact that I was driving like in the wee hours of the morning, and even on interstates, you don't want to be speeding that fast on the interstate at like 3 in the morning, because then you're like a target.
Yeah, you're the only one out there.
Yeah, I really was. I mean, because like we left at 3:30. Ironically, both times we left at 3:30 and got back at about 3:30.
That's crazy.
Weird, just weird. Must have been the wind.
It could have been, but it could have been like the amount of stops. Like you could have stopped maybe one or two more times on the way down than you did on the way up.
Well, I only put gas in twice. Well, that's the thing. Still, it balances. It doesn't balance out in the coming back's favor because I stopped for gas an extra time. Like, going there, I didn't. I only had to do it twice because I tipped off the tank 2 days before we started. So
Yeah.
then I had to stop once and stop twice. On the way back, I hadn't done it, so I had to stop right away and get gas. So there was like 3 stops for gas, 2 stops for food, which I only did 1 on the trip there. So again, it doesn't work out in the way back's favor.
Your car just stupid.
I failed to understand how it even managed to do it.
It had to.
Ah.
It counted the time change.
But it shouldn't have because it was just elapsed time. But it's possible. I suppose it's possible.
Oh, and I did see a job open in DC.
Oh, you want to go back to Quantico?
It's right there, yeah. I don't necessarily want to, but I mean it's a huge promotion. You're talking 2 grade levels. So
Yeah, and if you stay in Virginia proper instead of in a DC area, then you would be a millionaire because like the property value is like a lot less.
well, that's the
As
thing.
long as you
Like,
stay away from DC.
yeah, I would. I would spend the time. I would have to spend the time driving in like everybody else, because nobody. I mean, it's expensive. That is another expensive area, but I'm already getting the promotion in a couple of weeks, anyways. So that one's the same as the initial grade level of that position, and then there are 2 grade levels after that, which I'm not gonna get here. I might get one of those, but it's not even guaranteed at this moment. That one, those, unless you do something dumb, you're going to get both of those grade levels.
Okay.
And you're talking huge pay jump. But then the problem
is that even an option?
But then the problem is trying to find a way to come back down, because I don't want to stay up there. The other option would be to do the time and then take a lower graded position after the time is up, after the 3 years are up, and then come down to a lower graded position, because you still keep your money. They still pay you. They just increase your steps.
Okay.
So that might be an option, but I don't. It's an information security job, so it's an information security for cybersecurity. So not only do I have to know regular IT information security, but I have to know cybersecurity, information security, and I don't know that side. Which kind of sucks.
But you can learn it.
Doesn't matter. They don't. I mean, granted, because it's a promotion like that, I could probably get away with not knowing it and then learn it there, which is the whole reason of you get promoted, because you're learning it.
Yeah.
But do I want to do that and sit up there, and who knows when I'll actually get a chance to come back down?
You heard it here first, folks.
Because I mean, that's the reason why I haven't left here. It's because I'm not guaranteed anything, so I'm not just upping and leaving.
Well, alrighty then.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're at almost 2 hours now. We've gone enough on our tangents and everything else. We
doing a pretty good job.
We're doing our normal job. We are not gonna ever get the show lower. We keep it around an hour and a half, but sometimes it wanders.
Once the database is built, maybe it'll like keep us in line.
It'll the shows won't be much quicker. You scan the show in and be done.
Scan the show in. We're just dialing it in now.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this. Man, it's 11. Man, I gotta get up. I'm trying to do all this. I was gonna work on this one other part. I was gonna try this one other thing. But
we're waiting for you. We're waiting for you.
Yeah. So appreciate you guys stopping out. Thank you. You still didn't say bye, and you ain't. I don't even know if you out there. You probably not out there since 11:30. You probably went your ass to sleep. It's okay. I see how it is. I love you too. Anyways. Appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you for having us as part of your
privacy
Wednesday night. You guys stay safe. Don't forget to wash your dirty hands, and always remember to keep them flying. And wash your ass.